Channel, everybody. I am Lady Nika in with a fresh collective video of the week entitled Why Do Fools Fall in Love? This video will be about a moment in my life where I went beyond the call of duty because I loved someone and it was not the best thing for me. If you decide that you do want to do this video, we ask that you hashtag it, hashtag TLC fam. Why do fools fall in love? And do your video. And if we don't hit the video, please let us know that you've done it, and we will work diligently to get over there and show support to your channel and for you supporting us back as a member of the Fresh Collective family. We have been getting some action on our Facebook fan page, and we ask that you all continue to do so. Go to our Facebook fan page. It's the Fresh Collective, and reach out and talk to us, and we'll talk back to you. Just hashtag whoever it is you want to talk to. If you're talking to all of us, it doesn't matter who. Just make your statement. Come by and talk with us. Let us know what's on your mind. Also, we ask that you please do visit us on our Instagram page. It's _ the Fresh Collective, and interact with us there as well. We want to give you guys, an experience that you've never seen on YouTube, and it's an assembly of 9 of us all together, and we want to hear what you all think. We want to know what you think about the progress of what we're doing. We want to know when you do videos along with us. We want to hear any questions you may have, any of that. So we ask that you do that with us. And so let me begin this video. Okay, let me see. I had to really think about this, y'all, because I've done some stupid shit trying to help a motherfucker. Let me see which one of these stories I'm going to give y'all. Okay. I got a story. I remember now, I told you all in the past that I was married for 17 years, and in that 17-year period, it took 3 attempts before, well, it was 2 attempts, and then the third one I was able to finally leave because it was an abusive, more verbally abusive and mentally abusive relationship than it was physical. But it did get physical at times. Well, during one of my first, I call them escapes, I had moved, and I found me a little piece of job, and, I was trying to figure it out, I really didn't know what I was doing. I just was out here trying to survive, and I had kids, and my kids were kids at that time. They weren't adults like they is now. Well, of course, I had been by myself for almost a year now, and I wanted some companionship, somebody to talk to, somebody to love on me, and just be there for me. And one of my distant cousins had, now, this how it went. He my cousin on my mama's side because my mama and his mama is, well, his mama is my mama niece. That's how that shit was. It was 2 sister children. So he had got back in touch with me and found me and stuff, and he was coming by the house, keeping me company. Because I didn't really, when I left the first time, I was so out of touch with life itself. I didn't really know how to make friends, and I really didn't know where I was going with myself. I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that I wasn't happy, and I was trying to find it the best way I could. In my mind, getting away from him, I worked 34 motherfucking hours a goddamn day. If you can get 34 out the day, I would have worked it just to not have to go back to him. But anyway, I had been by myself for almost a year with my kids, and my cousin introduced me to one of his good friends, and, we started talking to each other. Well, he would come around, like he would hit me up on a Friday or Saturday night and be like, what you doing? I ain't doing nothing. What the kids? We sitting here watching a movie, and he'll come over and bring pizzas, and sometimes he'll come bring movies from, at the time it was still Blockbuster and all that shit still open, so he would go get movies and shit, and come over to the house, and we'll sit down and, watch movies with the kids, and then when the kids go to sleep, me and him might sit up and play cards for a couple of hours, you know, enjoy some conversations with Mary Jane, listen to some R&B or some blues, and just, you know, it was just good to have some companionship. And he did this for like 3 or 4 months, you know, and eventually we started talking, right? And so I had already told him I didn't want nothing heavy. I just didn't want to be by myself no more, and I was lonely, okay? Now, that's the worst thing you can do, ladies, is let them know how to get you. See, at that time, I wasn't up on game like I am now. So I put all my heart and soul out there to trying to make this relationship work, because not so much I wanted him to be in love with me and make a commitment to me. I think it was just the mere loneliness that I was going through. I had been taken away from a fairly good lifestyle, and the lifestyle I was able to provide for myself, although it was more blessed than a whole lot of people probably would have had, I still felt like I had taken a major loss as far as the lifestyle change for me and my children. So I was in a slump, you know, about that, and I really felt real bad about it, y'all. I'm talking about it. Man, it used to bother me, eat me up that I couldn't provide for my children the way they dad provided for them. So you know, and dealing with that and being by yourself all the time, I wasn't used to being by myself. And so I let this nigga get in, you know, we started talking and dating this, and I know he's staying with me. So he helping around the house. He played the good role for approximately 8 more months. Reason why he played so good for the next 8 months, because I got 4 kids. I'm only going to carry 2 on dependents for income tax. That's why I was able to tell y'all some shit about that income tax fraud from these people. Now, me and him together, okay, so I'm thinking that we working together. We actually, you know, bills are getting better. I'm able to buy stuff for my children. I feel like I'm on my way back, and I'm appreciating him for being there. I'm not so much in love with you. I just appreciate you being here, because you helping me get to, you know, find myself again and be able to do more for my children. I'm starting to put them back in the lifestyle that they once had. I can't do what he did, but I can make them damn comfortable. So by you being here and helping, so working and stuff and contributing to the household, you helping me, and I'm loving you for being able to help me find, you know, get my, in my eyesight, I feel like he was helping me earn my kids' love again. And I know that, you know, money can't buy love, but it just seemed like my children changed a little bit, because they didn't have the lifestyle they once had, okay? So I was worried about that. So I'm with this motherfucker, right? He played good, y'all. I'm telling you, this nigga played his ass to the good. Do you hear, a bitch? Child income tax time came. This how he did it. He was like, shit, I would be able to say we can do something big, you know. You already got your car and stuff, because I had got me a car. And he was like, I wanted to get a car, you know, maybe a bigger size car where we can go back and forth to church. Bitch, you hear that, church? No, that's going to hit a southern woman hard. They hit her to the heart when you say church, honey. Well, he done said all the right things, and I'm sitting in there, and my gullible, stupid ass ain't thinking, why would you want to let him carry any of your kids? Yeah, he help out around here and everything, but really, you really still the head honcho in here. He just do little shit that makes it a little easier for your pockets, but you the breadwinner in here. Why would you offer him? Well, because I'm feeling on him, and I'm laying up there and, you know, playing with the dick, believing this nigga mine. I don't let him tote 2 of my kids, right? Well, we had a rare moment in Louisiana. We had a snowstorm. It was an ice and snowstorm, came through back to back. And when that happened, I still had to go to work and stuff. And he didn't. Well, I had already got my taxes. My tax money was sitting in the bank. I ain't tell him shit yet. I'm waiting to see how he gonna act, because he done carry 2, I done carry 2. I know what he getting back, and I know what he supposed to be gonna break me off, you know, for my children, right? Some illegal shit, but nevertheless, I did it. Y'all did it too. But anyhow, child, I'm at work, and my cousin told me, say, he had received a call from home, and it was his sister or somebody saying that the tax place had called. Well, when he called them, apparently they told him to come pick up his check. Now, he called me at work and said, babe, I'm going to go get the check, and I'll be at the house when you get off work just like that. And he has called before and said he'd be at the house when I get home, so I'm not thinking anything out the ordinary, right? This motherfucker, y'all, disappeared. See, I never quite knew where his family lived down in All I know, they live between Natchitoches and Coshado. That's like maybe within an hour or two away from each other. But I never knew exactly where that motherfucker lived, where his family was from down that road. And my car was going through some changes at that time, so it would make it from home to work and maybe the little stores around the neighborhood, but like getting out on that highway, it wasn't gonna do that there, and I wasn't taking no chance going to look for no motherfucker like that. So, and at this time, I don't think I need to. Well, I get home from work, I'm cool. I know it done been, bad weather out there, so maybe he's stuck or something like that. So I started calling him. He answered like about 11 o'clock that night. I called his mama house, and he answered, and he was like, babe, I'm stuck down here, how the weather is, but I'm going to catch my dad when he get ready to come up here tomorrow to come to work. I'll get him to drop me off at the house. I'm like, okay then. So we sit there, we talk a little bit longer, and then he get off on me, but I'm like, I got a bad feeling when I hung up with him. When he said, I can't get back to you tonight because of the weather, and I'll catch my dad tomorrow when he gets ready to come up to Shreveport to go to school. Go to work. I'll get him to drop me out. It's just something I just had this empty feeling in the bottom of my stomach, and I'm like, Lord, please don't let this man be trying to play me, because I don't want to have to act no damn fool on him. And I went to bed. I said my prayers and went to bed. Well, I was off the next day. So when I get up about 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm fixing breakfast and looking out the window. The snow and shit starting to melt a little bit, but they expecting it to ice over again, in a couple of hours. So I called him. He don't answer the phone. I called him all throughout that day at his mom's house. He not answering that phone. He didn't ever come back. Y'all, this motherfucker had planned it good, because see, he had some clothes in a bag, and then he had some clothes in the drawer. All the clothes that was in the drawer, which was like his underclothes, t-shirts, and shit like that, was still in the drawer. But he took his main clothes out the bag. He took the bag with the main clothes. I never did know it until I went to look. He only left the shit that he really didn't need there. Okay? But what he fucked around and did was, he left his Social Security card at my house. Okay? So, a week done went by. And I tell my cousin, I'm like, where this motherfucker is? Because he done got his taxes. He was like, my cousin looking crazy, like, he ain't been by. Y'all ain't talk. I was like, how would he come by? He was like, because he got a car. I was like, oh, he got a car? He's like, yeah, he got him a Cadillac. Oh, really? My cousin was like, yeah, I thought he had, and y'all just might have just been on the outs with each other, but he had handled up with you because he was down there playing cards and everything, and playing cards during income tax time means you playing for money. So he down there doing all this shit, and I'm sitting up here, he ignoring my phone call. I said, okay. 2 weeks go by, I don't get no phone call, I ain't got no money, I ain't got nothing. It's alright then. I had met a guy, and he worked for the IRS, and I was telling him what had happened to me, and he was like, well, you can report him for toting your child without your permission. You ain't hear from me. And he showed me exactly how to go about doing it, and I did it. Now, I didn't get no justice that year, but let me tell you how good God is. I was on my job yet another year. This motherfucker come to the job, because it was a gas station right on the side. He come to the gas station. I just happened to been over at the gas station getting chain, because we used to give each other chain when we needed, right? So I would go over there, and I happened to be there that particular day, and this nigga walked up to that window to get that girl his gas money. And baby, when I tell you, he looked in my fucking face, and he could have dropped dead right then, because he never expected to see me again, He figured like, I ain't got to see this bitch again. I done played her out her fucking money. Well, what I had come to find out was that, of course, they didn't get him that year because he got his taxes. He played me. But the next year, that motherfucker filed them taxes and went up there to that tax place to pick up his check. And they gave him a little piece of paper called IRS. And when he got the IRS, they had told his ass that they had took his taxes for filing, claiming a dependent last year that was not his dependent. Y'all, I had sent in the birth certificate, the motherfucking Social Security card. I had put all the receipts and shit proving that I had took care of my child on my own. And then I told him, the motherfucker must have stolen my child's Social Security card and everything when he was staying with us for 2 months. So when he went to thinking that he was going to upgrade that Cadillac, and then, bitch, at that time, he thought he was going to upgrade the Cadillac, and then he had lost his job. He had got another good little old job, child, off of me, because I got him a car. So his motherfucking, you know, through my child taxes, he done got him a car, and he done went and got him a better job. Well, he done got laid off, this motherfucker. So he depended on his income tax to help him get his car back straight so he can go get another job. And the year he thought he was going to do that, I had then already called the IRS the year before, and it took them until the next year to catch his ass. When he filed his income tax, the bitch took it all. Do you hear me? And when he saw me, I started smiling. And I remember, go in your purse. Go look in your purse. I went and looked in my purse. I seen that nigga's Social Security card. And so I walked up to him and I said his name. Do you know this bitch tried to act like he didn't know who I was? Yes, he did, y'all. This bitch tried to act like he didn't know who I was. And he was in that Cadillac. That motherfucker was so raggedy, y'all. That bitch was tan up. You could tell he really needed some work on that motherfucker. He was smoking and everything. Child, he done cut the car off to put gas in the motherfucker, and the bitch still smoking. Do you hear, hoe? Baby, God will get you. Don't mess with his anointment. Okay? Do not touch his anointment, is what he say in his word. And I started laughing when he was acting like he didn't know me. So I towed off, baby, and took that Social Security card and set it on top of that raggedy ass rag top that was supposed to be custom rag top on top of his car. Shit had been ate up because he ain't worked in a while, and the car starting to fall apart because a Cadillac is a luxury car. And if you ain't got luxury money, you can't keep that bitch up. Set that Social Security card up there and told him, you have a nice life here. It don't pay to fuck with God's people. And walked off. And he knew right then what I was talking about. I'm sure he already had figured out that I had done reported his ass and shit. But yeah, I done helped you get on your motherfucking feet and you done ran out with the car. Now, bitch, what you gonna do is you might not see me today, but you will see me tomorrow, y'all. And that's how I handled that motherfucking shit. I sure did. I didn't have no motherfucking problem with fucking over this nigga, and I did it and did it well. Well, y'all, that brings me to the end of my Why Do Fools Fall in Love video. Again, if you do the video and you want us to know, well, if you do this video, please hashtag it TFC fam. Why do fools fall in love? And if we don't see it, please let one of us know that you've done it so that we can come to your page and show you some support and love for following the TFC. Again, in the meantime, in between time, and until probably Saturday or Sunday, y'all, I'm taking a couple of days off. I need some time off, plus I'm not feeling my best right now. I know you can't tell, but bitch, I don't feel good at all. But that's why I'm trying to get all my videos out. That's why y'all see probably about 6 videos within, you know, from me back to back, because I'm not feeling that good, so I'm going to take the rest of the week off to try to feel better and get myself together. So I'll be back the weekend within the news and stuff. Unless something major happens or I have to be a part of, excuse me, something with the Fresh Collective. Don't look to see Lady Nika no more than probably in the comments of somebody else shit. Please rate, comment, subscribe, share my videos, and I'll see you guys the weekend. Much love to you all, and again, shout out to the Fresh Collective, baby, and peace.